Hi, it's Isabel975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous and the Legacy version on Xbox. And me and Scooby were not having a good time pirating people in Seoul, so we decided to make the change and head up to Mahlanja. So we took some fleet carriers up there, and literally before you knew it, we were up to Piracy in Mahlanja. We got very, very lucky. Normally, when you make the switch from Seoul to Mahlanja, you're sat in Mahlanja staring at the star as much as you were in Seoul. But in this case, by the time I jumped over, there were already people over there to interdict. And just check, I did remember to bring my limpets. We must have been discussing whether we were going to get another bobblehead or not, because the season was coming to an end. But unfortunately we didn't. FedEx beat us to the punch, and yeah, we came fourth in power play again, which is our usual position, which isn't too bad considering how few of us actually do power play, but the ones that do are pretty committed to getting 5,000 merits a week, so it's not too bad. It is what it is. With the amount of people left on the game, the amount of people doing power play, it's the easiest scoreboard to get up on, I suppose, other than maybe the arena mode. Yeah, if you play that, you'll get up on the leaderboards in no time at all for CQC. CQC is probably the easiest way to get rewards in Elite Dangerous, the bobbleheads for squadrons. But yeah, as soon as we arrive in Mahlanja, we have a target, which was amazing. Also, amazingly, he's aero and he's in a wing of 4, so that works out beautifully. That means that 4 commanders are in and around this guy. Hopefully, they're the ones carrying serious amounts of cargo, and maybe this guy's doing a little bit towards the mission, maybe. Or maybe he's just come over here to claim the reward. Don't know. But we've got to have a look to see what he's carrying, and yeah, that's what we do as pirates. We blockade the system, interdict anyone that's coming through it, and scan them for cargo. Whether it looks like they got cargo or not, whether they're in a cargo ship or not, any ship in the game can carry cargo, so there's no way of telling from external scan what has and hasn't got cargo. In fact, it doesn't show your cargo racks in an internal scan. So the manifest scanner doesn't, your basic scan when you look at somebody doesn't show if they've got cargo racks or not. So you never know for sure if they got cargo until you scan them with a manifest scanner or hit them with a hatchbreaker limpet. And in this case he had no cargo, so he got the usual no cargo free to go message. And we're now looking for his 3 ring mates, hoping they're actually doing the missions that he's claiming the rewards for, because surely if he's a little harmless guy, well, he's a master, isn't he? Yeah, he's a master ranked, so he's not exactly low ranked, but somebody's up here doing missions surely if there's 4 of them. 4 people in Mahlanja, that's got to be sharing or doing wing missions, for sure. Now the one thing with 2 of us in system, it means we can spread out a bit more, because sometimes you miss people in Mahlanja because they don't drop in at the start, they're going backwards and forwards to the carriers. I mean, I know I do. What I'll do is load up the materials I need, load them on my carrier, then park my carrier next to one of the stations and go backwards and forwards rather than jumping in and out of the start. I mean, it's way quicker that way, and obviously once I can really minimise the amount of time I'm in Super Cruiser and minimise the risk. So, when you're in Mahlanja or in a system where people can have fleet carriers, it's best to drift in and out from the start just to make sure you're seeing the people coming on and off fleet carriers as well as the ones coming in at the start. Anyway, while we wait for a new customer, here's a little ad break.
So we're going to take a pause to take a quick look at what you guys sponsor. With your guys' views, you help out Big Red Rooster Cockerel Rescue, helping out cocks of all sizes, all shapes, and for the love of the cock, keep watching so we can raise money for this lovely little animal rescue and save birds like my little co-pilot here.
And look at that, we have a member of the wing already, and yeah, so we immediately set to work pirating him. He decided not to stop, which is rude. He didn't have that much on board, so I wouldn't have asked for that much. I've only asked for about 5 tons, but since he's not going to stop, I'm just going to get in close, hatchbreaker him, and take the cargo. Now, I am going to have to make a new advert for Big Red Rooster, because the sound volume on that one's really low, so I need to make a new advert. I might have to shoot some more outdoor footage and do a new advert for the rescue. Scooby was a little efficient for my taste with taking out the drivers on this poor guy's cutter as we rob him, but we didn't take too much cargo, we didn't empty them completely, and yeah, so it was quite a rapid little robbery, and has really helped out. In June of 2025 I robbed 120 odd tons of cargo, which is absolutely phenomenal amount of cargo for a Dead Space game. I ran into that many commanders, robbed that many people, that I managed to steal that much cargo. You know, my average cargo take on a robbery is like 5 to 10 tons, so, you know, when you're looking at that's that many robberies committed, there's an amazing amount of interaction with other players and cargo stolen. Not to mention we managed to get a PPI attack in as well, just to really, like, you know, change things up. So we have been busy little Dark Marauders of late, and it's been really fun. June was amazingly busy for us, and as of July, not for the quick start. I've been on nights the whole time, but we'll see. I think July can be just as good as June, if not better. But yeah, I've been really enjoying myself lately. There's been a lot going on in the game, and when you get that glitchy bit of cargo, just nudge it, and it once you've nudged one bit of cargo back into life, it normally fixes the problem for the other cargo as well. I'll be honest, this is going to be the quickest that me and Skibby have arrived in system to robbing someone that we've had for a long time. Normally we're sat at the star for hours chatting, looking at the star, waiting on people, so it's quite nice when it's a rare we arrive and there's already a customer there ready for us. Happens very rarely these days, but it's nice to see. As I said, I got a remarkable amount of piracy done in June, and hopefully that will continue into July, and I'll keep rolling, picking up more and more tonnage, because it has been a lot of fun. I've interacted with a lot of commanders, and you know, the feedback has been mostly positive. There's been a couple of people that obviously don't like being pirated. No one particularly likes being pirated, but there's a lot of people that find fun in it. There's another load of people that find, you know, it's a good reason to dislike us and attack us, which then leads to more gameplay loops. I mean, that is the fun of interacting with other commanders. It's going to cause action and reaction, and you know, and that's what the game's all about. An MMO should be about interacting with other players in fun and interesting ways, and at least trying to have a bit of fun. But anyway, that set me and Skibby up for a decent night's piracy, and I'll say that's all. Thank you very much for watching, and even for to those people who really hate being pirated, and to those people who, you know, think we're really horrible, I will always say to them, no matter what,
everything's better with pirates.